I would say from a LinkedIn perspective, what we've done is within the context of discussion threads, we've embedded, links, go to, like for example, we have microsites that have all of our customer videos, partner videos, whatnot on it. We've used LinkedIn successfully with polling and surveying, just to kind of, again, test the waters and see what's resonating, what isn't. And that's really great because you get, your instantaneous, kind of response. And also people see how others are responding, the cumulative, responses. So that's kind of a good way also, to use reference, referral type of.
Like Leslie mentioned, we have taken advantage of sponsoring discussions, and we've done takeovers of our messaging and links in a lot of different experiences targeted at advisors specifically. And so we are able to measure who clicks through and comes to our microsite and engages with us. And but that's pretty much the max. We've actually, I think, taken advantage of quite a few LinkedIn features, from display advertising to the LinkedIn InMail, and sponsoring discussion groups, sponsoring links, takeovers based on specific audience type of groups that are created. And we have actually found LinkedIn to be one of our most efficient partners in the click-through to engagement on our portal. And I think it's because we're talking to the right people. That's what it comes down to. We haven't decided to reach the universe of LinkedIn. It's the 100,000, 150,000 advisors and RIAs and whatnot that are a part of the LinkedIn community. And so we are really taking advantage of everything. There's even a module that we are about to launch that lets us stream in our own YouTube content, our own white papers, and LinkedIn buzz tied to keywords relevant to our campaign and initiative that would be promoted to our specific target audience. And so it's about really taking advantage of everything it has to offer and testing it out. If it doesn't work, drop it and move on.
We've also used the content modules, whether it's to drive to events. I think specifically useful was the work done around Watson and the Jeopardy tournament, and really utilizing the LinkedIn, those components very effectively, because we could direct people to certain watch events, to enter into the discussion, and that had like a huge viral component, that occurred as a result of that, and also utilize it as a feedback mechanism as well. So yeah, it's easy to do, and it's. I mean, I love when I actually see them, because I see my own show up as well as other ones. I guess it's based on obviously on your how you answer your profile, to the extent that you're you have kind of a comprehensive profile. You'll get served up different kinds of units, and it really is amazing how. To me, it still is amazing how it works.
And I was just going to add, you heard David Hahn, our VP of Product, talk a little bit about our strategy around company pages, and I think what's emerged over the last couple of years that didn't always exist at scale is not only reaching an audience on a new platform and on a new medium, but also instead of taking that audience and driving them back to your website or other digital assets, you're still doing that, but now we do have the opportunity to drive them within an ecosystem on a platform like LinkedIn or a Facebook or a Twitter. And again, it comes back to this whole paid, owned, and earned ecosystem that everybody's talking about. And there's lots of different levers to do that within our platform as well.
I think the status that was announced this morning, I think, is going to be particularly helpful for B2B and B2C marketers. And in terms of your own company, I don't know how many you have an active employee base that really utilizes and relies on LinkedIn, but I know Carrie knows the number better than me. What do we have, about 300,000 IBMers utilizing LinkedIn?
280,000.
280,000 IBMers.
Close enough.
Okay, so that is a really, that's a country, I mean, that's really, you have to really be able to leverage your own internal resources, your own skills, your intellectual capital. And even, I always say, well, God, if one IBMer knew one customer, and think about how very powerful that could be. Yep. Just leverage your own internal resources.
Actually, that's a great segue. I was going to wrap up with just asking you three to just quickly recommend one sort of highlight in terms of how to best get your message in front of your audience for this audience of marketers.
I would say an integrated digital strategy. Don't only look at display or paid opportunities, but it's really about looking at all the universe between paid, owned, and earned, and really creating a thread between the experience, so you're touching people from all different angles when they go on their iPad, their iPhone, their Android, or on the desktop.
Great.
Ditto and ditto. But I would also add that, and this is often something we, as marketers, we forget at the beginning when we first embark on a particular campaign or set of activities, is what's your value exchange? You know, start with the fundamentals. What is going to really resonate with that particular target or segments that you're going after? And is there enough of a differentiated value proposition between your offering and your competitors to make it worth somebody's time to engage and to come back? Because it's just, you know, you can click on something like and then they never come back again, or you can really build an active, robust, engaged, interactive community. And that's when you really get to that, we talked about that nirvana state, that earned, that advocacy, that word of mouth, that, you know, really leveraging the power of something like a LinkedIn platform can do in permeating your message out to a broad network.